cuz. But I still love. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for love. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail.
No, I'll just send it to you. Just whoever finish up quick.
Everyone,
Just
I'm
Larry
watching
Ridley,
and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks.
Don't worry, you have first round seats for that.
It's Rodgers, Packers, going up against Cards, Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen. And they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. On to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Take the ball away right quick, man. That's a game too, probably take away from him.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing on second down. Crabtree has it. sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On is the punter King to send it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break. Coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Rodgers now on first down. Caught by Nelson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. Start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you were
and now they have that opportunity.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Rodgers to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. On third down, they go Montgomery. Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. A swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, home field advantage, man. Home field advantage, right?
They'll run forward Montgomery. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Now Rodgers.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson Packers have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come.
And you winning. And you winning. And you winning. Oh, shit.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll keep pounding here with Ledge, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to.
Oh, okay. Shit. That's a lot of hell.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Oh, what
and
up,
that
man?
is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
In a crucial time like this? Why not? Why not? That's the reason why not?
They do go for it. It's Carr. He finds Roberts complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down.
That's crazy. I'm going to get this.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let you get that shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Janikowski on for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Rodgers again now. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Rodgers to throw once more. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. In the red zone this time. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Yeah.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
That's what I was doing, talking to y'all niggas, man.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, I got that,
so they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Carr to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Nerves over there? That might have cost you the game.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second
fuck
half,
your head
you're
up right quick,
more
then.
like 8 to 10.
Fuck your head up.
A starter or an opener,
You fuck your head up, then.
terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They give them a gain of 38.
I'm sorry for you talking. I'm sorry
That
for you
crossing
talking.
route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
I'm going to roll your ass off.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game. Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Great move by Montgomery. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure, because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Give them 22 on that one, and it'll give the Packers a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
And down he goes, brought down Raider sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Yeah.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Now he's forced out left. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
The man finally got a win. The man finally got a win after 5 years, man.
Janikowski now for the point after.
The man been in his practice.
And the lead is up to 14. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Whoa.
And that one falls incomplete.
Whoa.
Looked like he might have had possession there, but he couldn't hold on to get 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Come on, man. It's too
and
sweet.
He's brought down,
too sweet,
but
man.
not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards
Shit
there.
too sweet. Shit too
They
sweet.
go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Max over there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for App. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Oh, put it in there.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
I'm on a weight class. My weight class is low.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Raider first down.
Close the refrigerator.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On play action. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Marquette King now.
Look like
he's on to punt for Oakland. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up.
2 minutes, like to do something left for 2 minutes.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing.